Okay, guys, we're back here at Q Master Q Club, and we're going to have a match here between Mr. Scott Haas from Pennsylvania and Mike Davis from North Carolina, both top flight players. Scott is and Mike are both some of the pre-tournament favorites to take us down, and we have we had 32 players at the start of the day, and we're starting to wind it down now. I'm George Hammerbacher, voice of the Action Pool Tour, advanced level instructor, professional billiard instructor association out of Baltimore, Maryland. And here we are with a couple of real good players here. This ought to be a good match. Mike is coming off a neck surgery. He had a nerve problem in his neck, and it had plagued him for a good while, and he's on the rebound. Scott Haas has been a consistent top regional player since his return to the game after a good many years away. Scott has actually got a new pair of glasses, and he's wearing glasses for the first time. And I've seen lots of people get too vain. I had an old golf professional that had greatest ball strikers you ever saw in my neighborhood. But he couldn't putt, and he was too vain to wear glasses. It was a real shame. But this is a race to 8 10 ball. We're at Q Master Q Club here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And we have we're playing 10 ball. This is a rotation sport, hitting a low number ball like 9 ball, but the difference is that all balls must be called. The 10 ball does not count on the break if it goes in. It's alternate break, rack your own. 3 straight fouls by the same player in the same game is lost a game. And here we go, Davis on the break. A good break. He squats his pelota, but comes up on the Mojave side, dry. But I do hands-on instruction at my own facility in Baltimore out of my house. That's where my equipment is. I'll come to you if you want me to, but it's extra if I travel to you, of course, because the time. And but here's Scott. He's going to have to push out off this break shot. Mike might give it back. As a matter of fact, he did.
call it to you, man.
See, he might not be able to, the one ain't going anywhere. It's a 3, and oh, Scott got away with it, looks like. Broke up all the balls. Nice left, Mike. I'm not sure if Mike can hit this one. We're at Q Master Billiards in Virginia Beach, Virginia. A true cathedral of this sport. 75 tables, takes up about half or more of a shopping center. It's got bar tables, 9-foot tables, 10-foot tables, billiard table. Mike plays a safety. All balls must be called. If Mike called safe and that ball or any other went in, Scott would have had his option to have Mike play again. Or take the shot himself, of course. I don't know if he can get in there. He's going to have to go 2 rails, I think. Or come 1 rail straight across. Two-railer. This looks like a definite lockdown to me. On top of that 6 ball.
The 1.
Oh, he's playing the 1. He's in beautiful position there. At 8-9 must be an easy combo in the side pocket, or it's a no. If he's just going to play for shape in the 8. A little short. Playing the 8. You could push a 9 on the rail. Good shot. Might have to play the high right and come 3 cushions around, or 2 cushions, or just 1, up and back. Yeah, that was what I thought he was going to do. Got on the short side of it, but as the old saying goes, any port in a storm. Mike Davis has a 1-0 lead over Mr. Scott Haas. This Q Masters is such a fabulous place. It's got all the tradition, all the atmosphere. We're in a 14 table room for the players. It just 14 diamond tables, pristine and immaculate, with Simonis 860 tournament blue, Aramith balls. Great lighting, perfect conditions. Just as good as it gets for pool. They really come out for their pool in this Tidewater area. Big time. It's always a joy to come down here. We come down 3-4 times a year to this event, and so Scott's on the break. He made something on the break, and it's like the 9 ball is gone. Wow, around the deuce. What a shot. He's got to play 2 rails and come back to get straight in on the 3. Come back and forth and back. That was questionable. Might have it. I think he had a bigger margin for error to let the stroke go and come back and forth. I don't think he got there. He might have. Might have to use some left-hand English. Twist it a little bit around the 6. Over chipped it. Yeah. Okay. Davis is probably going to play safe, I would think. Because he doesn't have a real good market for position. I don't think. He called it. Gonna come around 3 rails. Oh, but it left a good jump shot for Scott. That's a real makeable jump ball on the side pocket if Scott decides to go this route. It doesn't really have anything other than the bottom rail kick, which is what he just looked at. But the bottom rail kick avails him nothing. Calling the corner. Wow. Off the point, no less. I don't know if he can get in there. That's real tight. He's calling the 10. What he thinks is it might get a kiss shot here. That was a good idea. It was online.
Almost in there.
I think that's what he said. A stroke tester. Long and straight in near the cushion. Oh. Oh. They have terrific food here at Q Master. The food they do it well. Excellent shot there.
Real bounce. Yeah.
I don't know. That was. I think it's going to be a safe, and the cue ball on top of the 7 and a 6-10 sitting. I don't know, unless you can cut it in the side. That's real tight. Wild cue ball. I like. He's going to cut it in the side. Lots of left English. Got to call goalposts here. 7-10. Cross bank to 7 and play safe. 3-way shot, safe position. And the ball. Might have to beat the kiss. He didn't beat the kiss. In that position, Mike, the ball went in the side on the 7, but he wasn't allowed to because he didn't call it there. And Scott had his option. Wow. Beautifully hit ball from Scott Haas. Scott evens this match up at a game apiece. Sponsors the Action Tour also include Predator Cues and products. Like I said, diamond tables, Simonis cloth, Aramith balls, Kamui products. That's the Kamui chalk and tips are highly sought after by the world's most discerning players. We have Viking cues made in the United States for almost 60 years. Outstanding cues. I lived in Wisconsin, and the people there swore by them that owned them there. They were really, really nice pieces of work. All American made. Mike pocketed a ball. He could snatch his cue ball 2 rails with the low right. middle table. Be past the 10, and he's in real good shape to get out. Come see, come saw. Outstanding shot there. Maybe a touch of high right. Maybe just drift forward a little. His angle's a little steep. Probably just real smooth. Good as it gets. 6 in the same hole, probably. And the 7 in the same hole, of course. A little straight on this ball. Should be okay, though. As good as it gets. Gotta get straight in on the 8. I play the 8-9, same pocket, come across. I like that shot better. Protect your cue ball that way. Oh, he tree-topped himself on the 10. But he's got big hands. This is where being a big man can help you. Nobody likes to practice that shot at the pool room, folks. Trust me. Let's see if Scott can answer. Nothing fell. Chances are Mike will probably have to roll out someplace or try to 2-rail kick and stick, either one. Push, he declared. He's going to break the 9-10 up, I think. It's a 9 into the 4. Scott might give it back to him.
Not even good at it anymore. I don't know why I still
Nice effort from Mike. Yeah. Might try to call it deuce here on the kiss, or he's looking right into the pocket there. That winner's side. That isn't going to work too good. In fact, it's a no-hitter, I think. Oh, I think that ball hit the rail. I might be wrong. Yeah. Might be just going to shoot and stick, or draw it back behind the 5 and play safe. Just don't hit the 6 with this. He's going to call it. Went in the side.
Not the side.
Missed it by 4 diamonds. But it was still a good miss. That's a good shot. He'll more than take that one. He pried a shot at him, Mike, with that one. I think he's straight in. He'd like to be able to follow it over to his right as he sees it. Our left on the screen. Didn't have that angle. This is where the safes begin. Uh-oh. I think that might be a... I don't know, 5 might have him.
On the side pocket.
Well, let's see what he does. Oh, shot. Looks like one cushion and doing the 9 or a punch. Punch is tricky, you might catch a 10. Oh, he drew it that way. Oh, nice shot. Mike Davis takes a 3-1 lead. Tables are fast here. The carpets are slow. Beautifully hit break. I don't know if he can get into that 2-9. Well, was that tender? What a good player. I don't know what the 4 ball's about there. Must be hanging inside. But these balls are looking real gettable. That one, I don't know. He can pound it in and come right back down his stick line. Just like that. Oh, even caught a little angle going out, looks like. Or he can float to the 9 on the left side or draw it to the 9 on the right side. Ideal. Beautiful. That ball came out funny. Huge game for Scott. He has to run this one out. No ifs, ands, or buts. That actually is going to play good for him. He's going to have to follow his ball and get near the 7 on the left side. Maybe a slight bit of high left. Not from there, but he's got to get to the left rail near the 7. That's where he'd like to be. He's going to cinch it in. Must have had a wrong angle. Tough little shot here. This table, playing tough. That's ideal. What a beautiful hit. Draw underneath it, I think. Yep, easy. Well, got away from him. Cross corner, but that's a risky shot. Not too many balls left to play safe behind. That was a respectable effort there. It's just a ball got away from him slightly. Mike laughs that one off. Good honest little shot. Scott Haas wins game number 6 and trails 4 games to 2.
It wouldn't be any fun.
Other sponsors of the Action Tour include Q Sports International, Las Vegas, Nevada. They're the owners of the BCA Pool League, and Ozzie Reynolds, owner of that corporation, is former owner and founder of the Action Pool Tour. They run the BCA Pool Leagues, North America. They have the BCA championships every year in Las Vegas. 10,000 people at the tournament, the world's biggest tournament. They have run regional and national events like U.S. Bar Table Championships, and at Reno they've run it. Las Vegas, it's they also have the American Billiard Club's Home American Rotation, and it's North American distributor of Magic Rack, a fine product that saves the wear and tear on the pool tables. The balls pit when they break the balls hard, like these guys, like Mike hits these balls will jump like that. Couldn't have broken them much better. Well, Scott has an opportunity to close the gap some more. Chix is hanging in the jaws down there. Trouble is that he could get hooked by the 8-ball if he. Looks like he'll play the 8 now. But 3 balls headed to the rail. He isn't in best of shape. No matter which way he puts it, the 8's going to go to his right on the rail. The cue ball's going to his left. All right. That was a pretty good little shot. Scott was refusing to take that. He could easily made the 8, but the 3 was headed in quicksand. He's going to try to push the 8 tough with it. Oh, he could hit the 3. Wonderful little shot from Mike. Wonderful little shot. You might have to kick one rail with a bridge. I like his three-railer into it. This was, he might make the ball, but he has nothing but a long shot. Oh, the four is there. He's got to shoot it like that with the bridge. Kick. Little lacking. Wait a minute. See, in this regard, see, Scott can still make play again. He says, go ahead. Because Mike pocketed that 5 ball in a wrong pocket from what he called, and that's the nature of this game.
I guess I will call it there.
He might be hooked behind this 10, though. Oh, he had a real legitimate play at that ball. Very legitimate play. That looks pretty good. Might draw it back. Uh, Scott Haas closes the gap to 4-3, and he's back on serve. What happened there? I never even saw that when Scott called a foul on himself. The ball came back and hit him in the hand, he said. That's a tough break. Actually, Mike might have a half a bank shot here. Might also try to cut the ball. Not there. Tough shot. That ball might have been in on a gold crown. It was close. I like that shot. Trouble. He puts the 10 on the top rail with this, so probably. You can draw it off of there. You don't have to do that at all. Getting his line of sight, folks. That looks picture to me. Four games apiece. Good match in the offing here, folks. Halfway through, and we're deadlocked, and both players are on serve. Mike pockets a one. Looks like he has a playable combination on the 2-10. He drills the joker home. Mike Davis back on top by the score of 5-4. Seeing some good play in this match by both players. See the players struggling with the balls at times. That's something that never happens with the magic rack. Get a very consistent, uniform break shot. Actually, with these players, they might be too good because the balls will break with much more predictability. Ugh. Nothing fell off, and a good opportunity up ahead for Mike here. This is looking like a pretty good run out if he can get correct on this 3-ball. Uh-oh. I jacked up here a little bit. Mike Davis takes a 6-4 lead. Mike pocketed the 1. But his shot on the deuce looks between non-existent and real thin. Good shoot there. He's gonna kick it to 2.
You called the other one on yourself already that I wouldn't have had no clue about. So.
I'm not. If the 4 moves, you know.
All right.
Good hit all the way. Great shot. We have to roll it all the way down to the bottom rail. Or play it like this. Had room.
I didn't think I was getting any. He's got to get into that 10-9 gap for the 7. Come to the middle diamond, cross table. Right there. Perfect. Tons of high left. Or low right to come around. Might be just looking to play the 9-10. But I don't think so. I think he's got to play shape. He's kind of in between, going across. Might be playing to the side.
Did he hit it? Might make the 10. Back on serve. But Mike has the odd break shot. Can't get the one to come out though. I see him playing safe behind the 9. So the 5 might be in his path. Might have to play the other way and come back behind the 10. That was effective. I might have to call a 2-rail kick to the top left corner on your screen. If you can't hit it directly. That's a tough spot here. 7 ball as big as life. He might be able to bend it around the 6 and come 2 rails behind it. With a lot of right-hand English, get as close to that side pocket as he can. That way I don't like, because the 5's too big. 5's. I think his first way was the way I like, going this way. That's tight. No, I don't like that. This is the other shot's better, I think. But it's his shot, not mine. So let's see what he does. Jump is the best shot. The jump is the best shot. For sure. He's on the cushion. At elevation. And he has a full ball to hit.
Begging a little.
He sold out. Too bad. He hit it good. Hit it right on the nose. Good opportunity for Mike to get to the hill. A little firm. Not the greatest. This 4-ball looks like it's frozen, which will help Mike a little bit, I think. No, he's not jacked up. He's all right. Tight. Probably lots of high right inside the ball. Oh, what a strange miss. Oh, has to go behind the 7. That was awful.
Call that card just in case.
He got him just enough to hook him. That's a good bank, I think.
made it roll over.
That's my punishment for being 2 feet short of the
Ball caught the spot and took a tumble into the 7. Scott got a chilly roll that time. But he can come 2 rails behind this ball, kick and stick. Might call a 6 in a side pocket over there. I was half thinking the other side. But let's see what he does. This isn't looking too good. A little bit of high left ball. Should be in pretty good position. Mm-hmm. High right ball. And make a beeline back at the 9. Or draw it over there. Didn't hit that one good. He might get lucky. The combination. Karam. Combination. Oh! Not that this is any gimme. In fact, it's pretty tough. Scott's looking at it with a look of kind of disbelief. He kind of chuckled. Because that 10 is sticking inside that lip. He doesn't have the luxury of rail first. With either the cue ball or the 9. Boy, he got really chilly dipped. 7 games to 5. It's the races to 8. Boy, that was about as bizarre as the law allows. Oh, look at this. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 10. If he can get down table to the 2. He might be able to draw it around there with the low left. Or follow it with the high right. Oh, that's maybe a little short. Hit that ball a little quicker than I might have thought from Mike. Uh-oh. I don't think he's got enough of the ball. He's going to call it 10, I think. We're safe. Whew. Well, this will be curious. Even though Mike would be within his rights to have Scott shoot, I think he's going to play the 10 on the carom with the 4 ball going up table. He called the bank. Still left him nasty. But the kick, he plays a 4 and off the 6 in the side pocket. Don't jump up there quick. Take a look at it, Scott. Look at the kick, the 4 off the 6 in the side pocket. Yep. He might call the 4 in the side pocket. The only shot I can see for him, unless he can hit it head on. No, this is bizarre here. I don't know what he's got in mind. Lose his toy. Oh. Oh, this looks like a condemned man ate a hearty meal. Straight in. Classy.
I'd like to.
Mike Davis takes down Mr. Scott Haas by the score of 8-5, sending Scott to the 1-loss side. That turned the match around when Mike jarred the 10 with the combo, and then
I thought you had it cut it too, but I mean,
Jack up a little bit.
The English just carries it in. If I jack up, the top English just carries it
you can
in.
avoid the double kissing.